welcome to The Flow. Today I just want to give y'all a quick word of encouragement that came about based off of a conversation that I had with someone last night. And long story short, she was just telling me how she was working this teaching position and she chose to put her 2 weeks in because she felt that her mental health was on the line. So she decided to make a decision that was for the better good of herself. And just thinking about just all that we had talked about in the midst of that conversation, and just me being in a position where I work with children and adults as well, I definitely understood 100% how she felt when she said that her mental health was being affected and impacted by the work that she is required to do. So I just wanted to talk to those who work with children or work with people just in general. Your mental health is very important for how you show up on your day-to-day within your job. And I feel like as Black people specifically, we have to get to a point where we are not allowing our mental health to take a back seat just because we are expected to be strong or to be able to withstand extreme storms. Yes, we are put into positions where we have to go through hard times, but a lot of times certain things aren't worth how we are affected mentally. And I just felt like when I was talking to her, all I could say was do what is best for you, especially if you are in a position where you feel like you are being affected negatively or not moving forward in a way that is conducive for what you see for your future. I feel like now more than ever, children specifically are very different than they used to be, and it's requiring different levels of education to be able to teach and be beneficial to these children. And I feel like we don't at this point have the resources that we as educators need in order to show up for these children in the way that they need. We have gone through some extreme and trying times within the past 2 years, and I just feel like we need more. We can't continue to be quiet and to just take all of these different things without having the resources that we need. So I just feel like we have to get to a point where we are educating ourselves on the times that we are in and how we show up in our careers, especially those who are educators, in a way that's beneficial for ourselves, but also for the children that we are pouring into. And I also just told her that you have to fill your cup. You cannot pour into people, and especially children, if your cup is empty. So just taking the time to do what you need in order to be full so that you can show up in a beneficial way. I know that it's difficult. I know that it's easier said than done. But me personally, I just feel like it's time for us to tap into more resources to identify what it is that educators and just people in general and as a whole, what we need in order to show up on our day-to-day in a positive and conducive way. Because I feel like more than ever, a lot of our mental health is being affected by lack of resources and lack of knowledge. So what are we going to do to gain what we need in order to be able to pour into people in a way that is beneficial for them and for us ourselves? So I just want to say, don't allow your mental state to dictate what you're doing. If you feel like you're getting to a place where your mental is being affected and you're not feeling like yourself, or you're not showing up in a way that you know that you are capable of showing up in, that means that it's time to do something different, whether it's leave the job or pour into yourself in a different way. But do not take lightly those feelings of not feeling 100% like yourself, because ultimately ignoring those feelings and ignoring those signs of poor mental state is what's going to cause us as a whole to crash and burn, and we just can't afford to do that within the season that we're in.